This is the Tower, a collection of 4 Geometry Dash levels that are all platformer levels made by the developer. And this is Alex on YouTube beating the whole thing in just under 7 minutes.
Oh my god!
And this is you subscribing to his channel. And also subscribing to me. And so today, I want to give speedrunning a go for myself. I want to see how close I can get to the 7-minute mark and see if I can even rival the world record. Will I be the new world record holder? Who knows? Why is there a no on screen? Anyway, let's just get into it. Now, I have dabbled in speedrunning these a little bit just to get the last coins, and also on the secret holo here, I did manage to do it in 218 seconds, whatever that is in minutes, like a couple minutes. I don't know, I feel like I could maybe do this decently. Alright, so it's time for my first attempt, and I'm gonna be honest, I hadn't watched a single tower speedrun at that point. I just wanted to go in blind, try and do it as fast as I can, and see how well I do. And it went interestingly, to say the least. So I got this timer here, very professional timer, as you can see. Alright, well, let's start in 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, I need to tap back into GD. Alright, let's go, let's go. This feels pretty fast. As long as I don't die, I think we'll be right. I have no idea what the optimal way to do all of this is yet. We could jump up to there. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. No, stop it! Okay. So true, bro. Level 1 complete. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Nope, nope. Massive time loss, massive time loss. Don't need to get the checkpoint because I'm a professional. If I die here, this is going to be really sad. Oh, it's this guy. Alright, we're going. Haven't died yet, so we're going well, we're going well. We're going. Alright, we're good. Ooh, that was a lot quicker than the coin time. We're going. I wonder if there's a way to, like, skip any of that platform moving. Do you like my robot, by the way? He's kind of goofy. Up here. No! Oh my god, and there was no checkpoint. Oh, it's so over. The run is done for. The run is done for. No. Wonder what the fastest way to do that is. Oh, the level keeps going. Oh, I thought it was over. Whoops, okay. No, you can't. I thought it was the last one that you couldn't do it. No, it was the second one. So this one you can't just run under. Oh my god. Boom. Like that, yeah. And then you can just run under that one. I remember that. Oh, I didn't even make the I didn't even make the coin time. And last level. Alright, we're on to the last level. 5.5 minutes in. Uh-oh. I think that was a decent speedrun until the last level that we just played. Oh, this is one I've actually speedrun as well. So, like, I should be good with this one. I don't know. It was a little while ago. Easy. Easy. I remember that cycle. Alright. Oh, I forgot to jump. No, I've lost a few frames there. I don't think I have to worry about losing frames at this point, though. That's the thing. I think I've already lost the world record. I don't think we're getting world record time anymore. Okay. Out, out, out. Oh my god, that was fast. That was quick. That was quick. All right, go on. Now we got the boss. All right, I practiced the boss a lot. Oh, wait, no, I need to go over there. Damn it. All right, we're already well past the world record, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's all right. Okay, so the strat for this guy is to obviously not die, but also you want to hit all of the projectiles while he's on the edge there, while he's like changing directions, because he kind of stays still for a bit. So it makes it a bit easier. And then at this point, he just kind of stays still anyway, so it's easy to hit him. Okay, now he's gonna dive bomb me. Oh my god, I was not ready for that. That is not how you want to do that at all. Also, by the way, shout out to Boom Kitty for like actually joining my stream while I was playing this boss fight. Very, very cool. No, I missed one shot. Boom. Okay, we got him. We got him. Go, 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 go. And stop the timer. 9 minutes and 45 seconds. Like 2.5 minutes off of world record. That's not too terrible, I guess. Alright, well now that I've tried to speedrun this as fast as I possibly can, I think we should check out someone else's speedrun. Okay, so this is the world record run, I think. Oh, okay. So you can't one cycle that. You have to... Ooh, that was quick. That was nice. Oh, what? Oh, that's the oh my god. Okay, that's cool. So you can go to the right immediately. Oh, there's just no collision there. Interesting. Yeah, so from watching this speedrun, I learnt a bunch of little tips and tricks as to how to shave off a bunch of seconds while beating each of these levels. And so I decided to try another run. Damn it. Okay, maybe this run then. Not early enough. Damn it. Maybe this one? Okay, okay. Good time. Good time. Damn it! Okay, so this isn't working. I'm trying to do full runs and I keep dying to the first level, and then when I eventually get past it, I just lose a bunch of time in the second level immediately. So I think I need to practice these individually. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is go into here and enable show time. I didn't realize I didn't have that before. And I've noted down at what time Alex finished each of the levels, as well as like when the boss fight started in the final level. So I have a bit of a landmark to aim for. Will I be aiming for exactly the world record pace? I don't know, but I think getting it in runs is a good start. So that's exactly what I did. I started practicing each level individually to see how fast I can get. Now for the first couple levels, it wasn't really that hard to get within a couple seconds of the world record. Okay, 68. Hey, 3 seconds off world record, that's not bad. I think I'm pretty happy with that for now. I'm gonna move on to the second level here. Okay, I'm counting that as 2 seconds off world record pace. I'm allowed to round down. All right, 2 seconds off world record. I'm pretty happy with that. That took a few attempts, but we got there in the end. However, the sellers were a different story. I eventually got it to 10 seconds above world record, but I wanted to try and do better. See, the main time loss in the sellers for me was this first part here, specifically with these moving platforms. And these moving platforms, they are really hard. If you look at Alex's run, he makes it look absolutely effortless, gliding up all of those platforms, but in order to get them to line up the way that they do in his run, you have to get there incredibly quickly. And so I just kept throwing myself at the level, trying to optimize every tiny movement to get to those platforms as fast as possible. And eventually I got to a point where I felt like I hit a bit of a wall. I was going as quick as I possibly could, and it felt pretty fast, but I was still getting there a little bit too late. Even on what felt like a perfect run, I still just wasn't there on time. So I watched Alex's speedrun again, and then came to a realization. Wait, maybe it's that jump. Yep, that's right. The key was literally this jump here. I thought it would be quicker to do a smaller jump to land perfectly on the bottom platform, then jump up and then jump onto the moving ones. But it's actually quicker to do a full-size jump and hit an invisible trigger here. Yep, these moving platforms are on a trigger, and as you can see, the trigger is just on that top step there. It seems like such a tiny time save, but honestly, with these moving platforms here, you need every tiny time save you can possibly have. Now, the last little problem with these platforms was this last one here. No matter how hard I tried, I just could not be as fast as Alex was, and I just couldn't make it to this platform. But thankfully, I worked out that you can actually jump over the spikes here and land on the platform on the other side in order to boost her up. It's probably a lot harder and definitely not quite as quick, but you know what? It's quicker than just sitting on the platform like this, so I'm gonna take it. And honestly, despite its difficulty, it did get pretty consistent, so that's good at least. But after being practiced up with that, it's just this little skip in here I need to be practiced up with as well. And this whole level was pretty close to the world record. Within 1 second of world record. Boom. Now, it might seem stupid to try and spend so much time shaving as much time off the cells as I can, but honestly, I kind of needed it because the next level is really hard. The Secret Hollow is by far the longest level in the entire speedrun, being over twice as long as any other level, even in the world record. And on top of that, you have to complete all of the levels in order in the speedrun, so this is the last level that you'll touch. So to say that keeping up with the world record with this level is hard is a bit of an understatement. Now, in order to tackle this level, I decided to break it down into 3 main parts. You have this blue section and this more I don't know how to describe it, factory section, I guess, where it's pretty much just more of the same. It's a very linear path that you have to just try and do as fast as you can. But then the next section is a bit more of a maze with a bunch of killer guys walking around and a bunch of keys. You can collect these keys in any order, so trying to figure out the fastest order you can is very important. Now, what I've been doing in this section is collecting the key up in the top left first, and then going down to collect this one, then going just past the pink one here to collect the one up the top, and then just squeezing between the pink and the orange down here. And I thought this was pretty fast. This felt really fast. It felt like the fastest possible way you can do it. So how did Alex manage? What is that route? Holy. No matter how much I practiced this, I could never get in front of that pink one right there, so I didn't even bother to try and go for this route. My way was decently fast anyway, and I wasn't prepared to do something that difficult this far into the speedrun. It's too risky. So what about the spiky ball section? I started off by collecting this key up here, then collecting this one just before this boulder, and then the top one, and then this one on the right just before the boulder comes and kills you. Now, I figured maybe you could make it into that little tiny gap where that boulder is, but that feels like it's way too... Oh, okay, Alex did it. Now, I did practice this a lot, and I managed to get into there once. But again, too far into the speedrun, way too risky. And so now it's just onto the boss fight. Now, I had already done what I thought was a perfect run of the boss fight. I didn't die, obviously, and I managed to hit every projectile, so I figured that's probably the fastest you could do it, right? Well, upon watching Alex's speedrun, I was a little bit worried when I heard this.
Possible with insanely good RNG, which I won't go.
I'm gonna be real, I didn't think there was any RNG RNG, this boss fight. I knew the guy threw 3 fireballs and then one of the green ones that has a projectile you can attack him with. And that was a consistent pattern throughout the whole part, so I didn't think that it had any randomness in it whatsoever. But it turns out it has a little bit, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't know where that RNG comes into play, but sometimes he fires an extra green fireball just before he goes into the second phase here. And so optimally, you want his health to be down here, but usually it's about in the middle, and if you get really unlucky, it's all the way to the right. Yeah, I don't know, but this boss fight is hard. I practiced it for ages, and eventually I was ready to start doing runs, not from the beginning, but from the beginning of this level. It's a long level, alright, I gotta practice it a lot. Anyway, after a while, I was pretty satisfied with where I was. 17 seconds behind world record. Better than 25. Okay, so I've done my best individual runs of each level, and on a perfect run of mine, I should be about maybe 30 seconds behind world record? I don't know. I want to try and get it under 8 minutes. That'll be my goal. This is hard, man. I already had respect for like Alex and all the other speedrunners that are like, you know, able to get this down really fast, but oh my god. I'm realizing how hard it is now. But that wasn't going to stop me because now it's time to start grinding runs. I started this process on Wednesday, and I had until Friday to try and get as fast as I possibly could. How hard could it be? Well, the interesting thing about this speedrun is that finishing a run is actually quite rare. See, Geometry Dash is a very unforgiving game. If you die, you have to restart. And although these are platformer levels and they do have checkpoints in them, dying was still a fairly major setback, and in a speedrun that's only 7 minutes long, it's pretty much a run ruiner. And so, as you can expect from trying to do platformer levels quickly, I died a lot. But about 30 minutes into day 1, I was actually doing really well. I managed to make it past these moving platforms and even pulled off this little skip in here. I had very good pace in the final level going into the boss fight where I was absolutely nailing it. I didn't miss a single projectile, all was going well until this happened. No! Yeah, I miscalculated how much health he had left, and I thought that that green bullet would be the final one to kill him. But unfortunately, he had just a little bit too much health. And so, as he dive bombed me and created a small earthquake, raising up some spikes from the ground, I just sat there, willing to take the hit. Now this was a little bit hard to take because I was actually doing really well in this run. Everything was going according to plan, everything was going well. And it wasn't until right at the end, one hit away from victory, that a simple miscalculation destroyed the whole run. And so I gave up for that day and decided to come back tomorrow. The next day, I went in with high spirits. I had just finished doing a stream over on Twitch, where you should follow me, by the way, and I was ready to achieve this record I had failed to do the day before. And so I played and played and played. I was just throwing myself at the level over and over again until I could achieve perfection. However, the issue with this approach is that I was striving for perfection. I tried this run for 2 hours straight on Thursday and couldn't complete a single run. And honestly, I wasn't even close. I don't even think I got to the secret hollow a single time that day. After getting so close just the day before, I wasn't ready to settle for anything short of perfect execution. And so I was constantly restarting runs for just the tiniest of time losses that realistically would only add up to like half a second in total. Logging off for the day defeated, I knew I needed a better approach. Okay, new strategy for today. I'm just gonna try and complete runs. None of this perfection stuff, I just wanna complete a run. And so, runs begin on the final day. If I wanted to get this video out this week, then I'd have to do this run today. And after squashing my perfectionist habits, I felt like I was ready to finally do it. Now, even though I was pretty much only restarting when I died, today was still not gonna be a day of completing a bunch of runs, oh no, but I did get a hell of a lot closer. I was getting to the cellar and even the secret hollow a hell of a lot more consistently than I was the day before. I was making a couple mistakes here and there, but my times for the first 2 levels were staying incredibly consistent, being at 66 seconds for the first one and 74 for the second one. So now it was pretty much just a case of not dying, which is definitely easier said than done. We're still playing GD after all, but over the next hour, I was getting closer and closer to finally finishing a run. And after practicing the boss fight for one final time, I finally did it. Yes. Okay. 7:45. So I finally finished a run. It might be under 7 minutes 30. I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait until I edit it to know, dude. That was pretty fast though. That was probably like the fastest I could do. And after cutting off all the loading screens from our time, we ended up with 7 minutes and 31 seconds. Just above 30 seconds. 1 second more, bro, come on. No, but for real, I am actually really happy with this time. Just completing a run on its own was so much harder than I thought it would be. So no matter how fast it is, I'm just really proud of myself for actually pulling through with this. So I guess you could just call it a happy little bonus that I happen to have the 14th fastest time in the world. That's cool, there's only 30 on there, so it's actually about middle of the range, but I'm proud of myself, okay? Not gonna lie, after practicing the first couple levels, I thought this would just be a fun little video that I could knock out quickly, but it definitely turned out to be a little bit more effort than that. It ended up being a lot more of a journey than I thought it would be, and honestly, I really enjoyed it. The only speedrunning I've really dabbled in before this was just some casual Portal 1 speedrunning. I've never really tried to take it seriously and push myself to see how fast I can actually get. And honestly, I definitely recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It feels very different to beating a GD level because there's a lot more choice that you have as a player. Playing a regular level, especially a classic one, I don't really have any choice over the balancing. This click is really hard and there's nothing I can do about it. But when it comes to speedrunning, there are some routes that are a lot harder than others, and I can just choose to not take the routes that I find too difficult. For example, you may remember this skip in the cellar. I did this in a few of my earlier runs, but towards the end, I found it way too difficult and just could not do it consistently, so I ended up not doing it in the final run. I probably lost about 2 or 3 seconds due to this, but to me that was worth it to actually get the run done. And so, unlike a regular level, that's a choice that I actually get to make, which I actually really liked about this. It becomes less of just things thrown at you that you have to deal with, and more of a trade-off between time and difficulty. I don't know, just a really cool aspect I enjoyed. So yeah, huge thank you to Alex for, I guess, getting the world record. As you may have noticed, I referenced this speedrun quite a bit throughout this video, so definitely be sure to go check his stuff out. I'll leave a link to his channel down in the description, along with the video that I was referencing throughout most of the video. So please check that out, but yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video off here. This was a slightly different video to normal, but I'm pretty proud of how it turned out, actually. I like the post-commentary with the live bits thrown in there as well. I kind of like that dynamic. Always working to try and make it work better, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Huge thank you to all the members, as always, especially Inf2. Really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.